According to news reports, Rodrygo is set to leave. Now, am I happy about this? Absolutely not. He should not be leaving Real Madrid. But the thing is, I'm actually happy that he has an option to leave Real Madrid, and I think he should take it. The reason why I say I think he should take it is he's way too talented to sit on the bench. And if you didn't know, if you're not a Madrid supporter, if you've not been watching Real Madrid, he's not been playing for the past about 3 matches. He played the first match in which he grabbed an assist. He assisted Gonzalo Garcia's goal, and it was a good pass from him. But afterwards, he was benched. It didn't make any sense. And we all trusted Xabi Alonso, and I get it, it's only 4 games being played. We can't truly come to a conclusion. It wouldn't make sense for us to actually come to a conclusion. But the thing is, news reports have actually said otherwise. There's rumors that Real Madrid are looking to selling him, and they are not planning to get in the way of him leaving the club. Rodrygo has actually been disrespected his entire career. When it came to the trio at Real Madrid, he wasn't included. It was Bellingham, Vini, and Mbappe. Rodrygo has always been an afterthought, even though he has been a big game player for a very long time. It makes no sense why people always exclude him. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's because he's not popular. He's not that popular. People know him, but he's not someone that people are gonna go, that is the best player in the world. And the reason why people think like this is, and listen, it makes sense why they think this way, because he's not very consistent. He will have a good stretch of good matches, maybe 5 matches of where he plays good consistently, and then after that 5 matches he goes completely ghost. So I would understand why people underrate him, but the thing is, he doesn't get played in his best position. His best position is left wing. Whenever he does play left wing, he cooks. Straight up he cooks. And in the right wing position, yes, he's also good. And people like to say right wing isn't his position. It is his position. He's that versatile. He can play both positions. Even for Santos, he was played as a right winger. Like, that's actually insane. For Santos, where he was the star player, even he was played at right wing, and he cooked at right wing. So right wing is his position, but football progresses, and for him to progress as a player, he has to go to the left wing position. Unfortunately for him, the left wing position is covered by Vini, and if it's not Vini, it's Kylian Mbappe. So therefore, for Rodrygo to truly succeed, he's gonna have to go to another club. Which club is he gonna go to? I think Arsenal's the perfect team for him. They need a good left winger, and I know this is gonna strengthen a team that knocked Real Madrid out. But I'm thinking about Rodrygo's career, and to me it makes sense. It makes sense on his career, or he could go to City. Listen, I'm not with the idea that I want him to go, but I am with the idea that if he's being disrespected, if he's being benched, then I want him to leave. And the thing is, people are gonna come into this comment section, they're gonna say, well, there's only 4 matches being played, Rodrygo can slot into the starting 11. And I disagree. Look at this lineup. This looks like the official lineup that Real Madrid are gonna play, which includes a back 3 with 2 wingbacks. And the problem with this is, it leaves us with 3 midfielders and 2 attackers. Who do you think that 2 attackers are always going to be? It's gonna be Vini Jr. and Kylian Mbappe. So you're telling me that's gonna be Rodrygo's competition? I'm telling you, he has to leave the club, because he's not gonna outperform them. They're the 2 best players in the world, 2 of the most consistent players in the world. You're telling me Rodrygo's gonna try and compete with them? Now understand this, I'm not saying he can't compete with them, but history has shown that he has not been better than them. Let's talk about why Rodrygo is actually so good and should be kept or should be signed immediately by a big club. Now, he scored 14 goals and 11 assists last season. Now that's good. He also had some injury problems, but he has always been reliable. I will argue in his playstyle, he's more effective than Vini Jr. He uses his runs well, he times everything to perfection, and he's a more intelligent player than Vini Jr. Because Vini, when he's on that left wing position, he's making silly dribbles. Now listen, he's one of the best players in the world, but he does make a lot of silly mistakes that you won't catch Rodrygo doing. When Rodrygo's on the left wing position, he's just making progress. And he's not selfish, he's a team player. He doesn't just go for silly shots unless it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And have you seen his first touch? This guy's first touch is next level. And I think whatever club is gonna get him are not gonna even understand the player that they are getting. Now let me tell you why I also think he might not leave Real Madrid, and that's simply because no one is gonna spend 90 plus million to sign this player. It's as simple as that. It's a high risk and not too good of a reward in my opinion. He's 24 years of age, 90 million price tag. Who's gonna spend that money? Maybe if he was a few years younger, that price tag would make a lot of sense. But being 24, you closer to the end of your career than you are to the beginning of your career. That's just my opinion. You can of course disagree in the comment section. But I don't see City spending that money. I don't see PSG spending that money because they have Kvaratskhelia, Douay, Arsenal don't have the money for that. They do have the money for that, but are they gonna spend that much money just to sign a good left winger? But listen guys, if you are a Rodrygo fan, you're gonna have to prepare for him to sit more on the bench. And the reason why I say that is obviously the formation change. Another reason is they're already lining up his replacement. And his replacement is going to join in the middle of August when he turns 18 years of age. Franco Mastantuono. He's a right winger. He's gonna be clear-cut competition for Rodrygo. And I don't like this because Rodrygo already has competition in Vernier and Mbappe. He's gonna have more competition in Franco Mastantuono. Like it looks like there's just a circle around him that he is just not gonna escape. And that's also a reason why I think he has to leave the club. Because I think Mastantuono is gonna perform. But hear me out, I am willing to give more time to this situation. And I'm waiting until the Club World Cup ends before we can say Rodrygo is for sure going to leave. Because things can change, anything can happen. It all depends on one man, which is Xabi Alonso. When is he going to play Rodrygo? Because he has gone into the press and he has just given praises to Rodrygo. He said nothing but good things to him. And he said he's going to be an important player in the future for Real Madrid. But what he's saying doesn't align with what he's doing. Now, I'm not going to act like I know what's happening in Real Madrid. But what I will say is, maybe, and this is an excuse for Xabi, maybe Rodrygo is still recovering from his injury. That is my theory. I could be very much incorrect, but that is maybe a good reason why Rodrygo is being benched. But his last appearance was against Salzburg, came off from the bench, and I saw what he did in that match. He didn't do much, and maybe that is what caused him to sit on the bench against Juventus. But listen, if you agree with me, tell me in the comment section. If you disagree, tell me in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, I know you're gonna enjoy this video. It's about Dean Housen. And that's it for now. Smash like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and peace out.